Rakhi, welcome to the Front Bench Talk by Oswald Publishers. How are you?
I'm good, you tell me.
Great. I'm even great. So, before we start the discussion for which we are here today, I would take a moment to introduce Rakhi to all of you. Rakhi is the co founder of Skill Ivy. Skill Ivy is focused on delivering life skills, mindset skills, and leadership skills to school and college students across the country. Rakhi is a
Yeah.
certified coach, trainer, speaker, and facilitator. Welcome, Rakhi. So,
Thank you
let's
so much.
let's get started. So one very important question, Raki, what is your opinion on admission through entrance exams and not through, the uh, probably normal way class 12th marks? Is there a
So I
downside?
think this so I think this is one of the great steps by the government, right? To be honest, because first it gives every child an equal opportunity and they are going to fill one form. To be very honest, this is something that happens all over the world. America has a SAT because that's how it's one nation, one test kind of a theory, which is a great step by the government. One of the reasons they took this step was if you look at Delhi University or other college, especially I'm talking about Delhi University, there are some states who give very lenient in their marks and boards, and you will see those regional students more in DU rather than any other university and other regional
Right.
student. So this will actually eliminate that practice and will give equal platform to all. So this is a great step by the government of India.
So do you also think that there's a downside to it if we
See,
maybe
there is always two sides to everything, right?
right?
Uh, the downside is right now they're teething problems. They're not, I won't say they are downsides, but like right now, kids don't have clarity about what they really want to choose and how they want to go forward. That is only thing.
Yeah, I think
Because I've
they
seen
might
students
take some
not able
time
to
to
fill
get.
the form properly. They do not understand the importance of CUET. They are taking it very lightly. They do not understand this is a very different ball game from their board exams. They need to shift their mindset majorly in order to get into competition mode, right? And these are some teething problems, I would say.
And they are not going to, of course, stay once the students are
Yeah,
put
yeah. It's going to
prepared
take
for it.
time
तो
for
थोड़ा
them
जब
to, yeah.
routine में आने लग जाएगा तो
Yes, yes.
makes sense. So, on an average, how long does it take for a student to prepare for CUET, let's say?
So there are kids who are very serious and understand the importance. And these students, they are already doing 1 year course for CUET in different
Okay.
places like CL, career launchers, Times, and all of that, like Temple of Learning. And there are students who are still to understand the importance of it and are just going for a crash course, which is almost a 6 week program where you study for almost 7 days a week and prepare for your domains, your language, and your journal test.
So, don't you also think that this might also deviate the student to just prepping for CUET and not actually taking care of their 12th exams? क्योंकि अब वो नहीं रहा ना कि जितने मार्क्स चाहिए होते वो लाने हैं तभी एडमिशन मिलेगा.
So honestly speaking, all the good university, so like DU have something called tiebreaker. They've introduced tiebreaker. So let's say 100 students have same percentile. They will look at the top. They will look at the top scores in the in their boards. You know which child score more, and even if that is same, then they will look at the top three subjects. That's how they're gonna there's
So
a
you
tiebreaker
mean
there. And
that
in the
12th is
end, they will
not,
look at,
yeah,
yeah,
12th
and
is
in the
still
end, they will look
important.
at which child is, if everything is still the same, then the age factor comes in.
So जिसका एज बड़ा
Anybody
होगा.
who's older, even a day older, will get the admission.
Okay, okay, but that also means कि ऐसा नहीं है कि 12th की कोई वैल्यू नहीं है.
Yes.
You still have
And
to be.
12th will always have its value, yes. But yes, for entrance exam, it doesn't have the same value anymore because now there is a separate examination, but both will always have its value.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So, what things one should keep in mind as a student while attempting an entrance exam like CUET? Just some tips.
So basically, if you wanting to do a, let's say you are in a 12th standard, you just came into 12th standard right now. One of the most important thing is for you to start preparing for it ASAP.
Correct.
Like people start preparing for NEET, like people start preparing for JEE, Triple E. This is gonna be a bigger game. I could sense it.
Okay. So, where were we? Yeah. So, yes, what things should a student keep in mind while attempting an entrance exam like CUET?
So let's start with kids who are right now looking at Express, right, which is a kind of a 6 weeks preparation. Children should be very, very thorough with their syllabus. One thing that they also need to understand is the CUET syllabus is more than what they had in boards. So the syllabus that was eliminated from the board exams because of COVID is
Right.
going to be there in the CUET. So it's a complete NCERT. So
Right.
kids have to prepare, let's say, 30 to 35% more. Okay. Then language, the first section English is about grammar, idioms, propositions. It's more about understanding. It's about vocabulary, which is the student today is very fluent in English, right? They're good at it.
Right.
However, because of all the short forms of messaging and all of that, the
Right.
grammar is something that most of them lack. I won't say all of them, but most of them. So they really need to prepare for grammar, and they should be rigorously working on that, right? Also, GT is also a game changer. Why? Because it's like a maths. It's a very scoring subject, right? It's good if you get hang of it, and students haven't really done anything. They have not been taught, or they're not familiar with quantitative aptitude and mental ability,
Yeah,
which is
because we
analytical
cannot do it
reasoning.
in regular
Yeah,
days.
analytical reasoning and logical reasoning. So
Right.
they need to put extra effort there,
Right.
right?
Right.
And most of the students, like if you look at the pattern of CUET, you have to take English or any one subject in the first section. The
Yes.
second section, you need to take minimum 3 domains. That's a DU requirement. If you want to go for other universities, every university has different requirements. So while you're filling the form, a child needs to be very sure about which universities they are applying for, and pick the subjects according to that,
Accordingly.
right?
Right.
Yeah. Like I have met students who thought English was a part of a domain, which is a second section. And they
Oh,
just
okay.
chose 2 domains and they are disqualified for the
Oh
test.
my God. Oh my God. And they
And
didn't
it's so
know.
heartbreaking, right? So
Obviously.
yeah, so I feel that is something that every uh, child needs to be very cautious about. Even parents need to be there. I know the kids think that they're very independent and they know it
Yeah.
all, but
Yeah.
these are some silly mistakes kids are making.
Yeah.
And GT is one subject. So DU doesn't need GT for all examinations. Their BCom, BA, their BCom honors, Eco honors doesn't need GT at all. But GT is applicable in a lot of other universities. So by adding GT to their GT as a subject, they open different college admissions door for themselves. So
Okay.
these are some things a child need to be
Cautious
very,
of.
very conscious about. Another thing is the mindset. The board is more about your score,
Yeah.
right? And it
Right.
has nothing to do with other people's score. You score 98%, you are done and dusted, right? You will get to the best colleges and that's it.
Right.
However, when it comes to CUET, it's a percentile game. That means it's
Mm.
more about who is above you.
Yeah. Right. I
So
mean,
even
yeah.
so it's a competition, right?
Right. Right.
So a lot of kids are coming to us and they say, Rakhi ma'am, the pattern says in any domain there are 50 questions that will come and the child has to attempt 40 questions.
Okay.
And I say, no, you have to attempt all the
All the
50,
50
but you have to
questions.
mark 40
Yeah. Makes sense.
because there is a negative marking. You have to pick 40 which you're very, very sure of,
Right.
right? So that there are minimum mistakes or negative marking for you. So there is a lot of practice that is needed for a child.
Practice and also putting into their conscious heads that,
Yes, the
it is
mindset
not
has to
only
shift
about
from,
attempting.
yes,
It's not
yes.
only for
So their
defeat.
mindset has to shift.
Right.
Even today, the kids are thinking, oh, we can do it on our own selves. They can, but that shift has to come. They need somebody to guide them how to look at a certain, let's say, a certain topic. Is topic, say, what kind of a questions can come in MCQs,
और
right?
ऐसा नहीं है कि बच्चे कॉन्सेप्ट जानते नहीं है, just that the pattern they have to be well versed in.
Yes, the
That comes
practice
out of
and the
practice.
understanding of pattern is needed. वो बहुत जरूरी है. वो जो mindset shift है ना, वो सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है. अगर उनके पास, if they are going somewhere and attending sessions, so the teachers there will help them in changing the mindset कि अगर ये concept है, इसके कौन से questions MCQ में convert होकर आ सकते हैं. एक तो ये भी है because it's just a last year that it has happened, so there's still a lot of questions, curiosity, still that it's getting, see, another 4 5 years, CUET will be a different, will have a
Totally more.
different look. Yeah, abhi it's like it's beginning, right? So there are a lot of things that even uh, the people who are preparing the examination, they have to look at, and also as a student, there's so many changes that are
Also, even
happening.
as a teacher, for you also,
Yeah,
I
of
feel
course.
sometimes
Yes.
it's an all time learning process जब बच्चा एक बहुत different question के साथ आ जाता है. So yeah, that makes
सी
sense.
बोर्ड में आपको एक एक स्टेप के मार्क्स मिलते हैं.
Right, right.
यहाँ स्टेप ही नहीं है.
या तो जीरो है या वन है, या आई मीन नेगेटिव
Yeah,
मार्किंग
yes.
है.
So each answer you give, yes. So that's how it is, right? So if you are not able to answer, if there's a wrong answer, there's a -1 for you.
So
And one thing more
yes,
you will be surprised about.
yes.
I knew a child who did a mock test. There are a lot of mock tests available from different companies,
Yeah,
and they're
of
doing it
course.
online. So somebody did a mock test, and she secured 86% in the first mock, and she was very happy that she hasn't even prepared, and 86 is a good marks, right? But when she was asked to look at the percentile was just 48.
Oops. Oops. Oh
Oops.
my God. Oh my God. That's
It's a
just
wake up call.
I feel like वो बिल्कुल प्रोजेक्टाइल में वो पूरा एक बॉल गिरा ही है एकदम नीचे. मैं सोच के बैठी थी
Yeah.
86% आ गए. I'm very happy, and now it's just this. No, I understand.
Yes.
That's what a child needs to know, that it's not only they in the world, it's basically a lot of other students who are actually computing for that one seat.
Yes.
And we need to
Exactly.
understand that. So I think
Yes.
with this only, I'll be talking more about the pattern of the examination now, because you said, there are a lot of things. So first of all, very basic, how to select CUET subjects.
So first is language. So there are three sections, right? The first section is language.
Right.
The second section is domains. So
Yes.
for so for DU, I'm talking in particular, in DU, what you need to pick is your minimum three domains.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
can go till six, but three are the minimum domains you need to pick.
Okay.
And these domains are something that you have studied in your 12th standard.
Okay. Okay.
So, and the third set is GT.
Okay.
In the second section, there are two parts. Section 1 में A and B है. So you can first pick from the first part, or you can pick from the second part.
Okay.
So
These
you
are
need
the
to be
choice
very
of
careful.
students.
So the mistake kids are making, some of the kids have made, is that they thought English is a part of domain second.
Point. और
So
उसमें
they just
और
picked up,
select किया and काफी है. Okay. Get it. Get
and
it.
that is where it actually
Yeah, you lose it
kind of
then and there, no, because you didn't choose.
yeah. So there are kids who I have guided them. Oh, you've chosen one less,
Yeah.
subject. Please fill it, right? So तब अगर पहले आ गए थे ठीक है, लेकिन फोर्थ के बाद तो वो भी ऑप्शन नहीं रह बच गया बच्चे को ऐड करने का.
हाँ, क्योंकि 4th अप्रैल के बाद I think there is no editing that you can make.
No,
Okay.
no, there's no.
ठीक है.
And so आपको डोमेन ऐसे पिक करने, and you have to go to each and every college you want to apply for, university. उनका criteria check करके then you have to add more domains to it, और GT अगर चाहिए तो GT भर रहे हैं, right? Language, जैसे अभी आपको एक example देती हूँ, let's say language.
जी.
So अगर कोई foreign language, I know a student who wanted to fill German, right? अब उसने German भरा है, लेकिन उसके पास एक और ऑप्शन है कि वो जर्मन के बिना भी ये टेस्ट दे सकती है। लेकिन वो ये ध्यान नहीं देते कि वहां बोला गया कि अगर आपके पास जर्मन है, यू विल बी गिवन प्रेफरेंस
Perfect. Yeah, right. Get it.
with
Get it.
other domains, right?
Get it. Right.
So a child needs to be thorough with the
Paper
government
craft.
CUT
Yeah.
side with the Samarth. उसमें सब कुछ बहुत अच्छे से दिया गया है। गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इज एक्चुअली मेड अ वेरी गुड साइट,
Right.
वेरी इंटरैक्टिव, फुल ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, एवरीथिंग इज देयर, एवरीथिंग।
It's
मतलब I'm yet to see some of the sites which are, this is very updated site. You have all the answers there. एक एक सब्जेक्ट, एक एक यूनिवर्सिटी के कंडीशंस अप्लाई, एवरीथिंग इज देयर। अ चाइल्ड नीड्स टू बी
look.
वेरी थॉरो।
Yeah, that's what
या,
students do ना, they take a shortcut कि चलो ठीक है फॉर्म ही तो भरना है
यस,
भर देते हैं, या
यस,
इंटरनेट कैफे वाले से कहेंगे। आज भी आई थिंक दैट इज अ ट्रेंड इन स्मॉल सिटीज कि बच्चे जाते हैं और भरवाते हैं, दे डू नॉट वांट
हाँ,
टू
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, आई एग्री विद दैट। So I would request kids to, this is for people who are doing it right now. So for people who are in 12, the kids who are in 12th standard, they need to start preparing for English and
right
GT
away.
from the day one minimum. Yes. The
So
more, like I said, the more you practice, the more you become good at it. So it's a game. So when it is a competition, we need to understand competition is game of accuracy, time management,
right,
and knowledge
right,
and innovation, shortcuts
right, right.
to
It
get to the answer.
may be a case that कि आपको सब पता है but you do not know how to manage time, and that's how you lose. If
Exactly.
you know
So
time management, you do not know what is accuracy, then you also lose.
yes, yes.
Please
So if you do not see, एक सिंपल सा बात है, मैं अगर क्वेश्चन आपको दूंगी और मैं आपको टाइम उस पे, आई डोंट पुट अ टाइम फ्रेम टू इट, यू विल आंसर इट इन 5 minutes, 10 minutes, यू विल आंसर। अब गूगल सर्च मार लोगे, कुछ भी कर लोगे।
right,
बट
right.
इफ आई से आई वांट दिस आंसर इन 30 seconds, ख्याति, आप गूगल पे जाने जाओगे ही नहीं।
सोचूंगी ही नहीं. I'll go with my instinct. I'll go with my knowledge that I
Yes.
have.
Yeah.
Right. Completely
So
agreed.
competition is more of a game of time management, accuracy, innovation, and knowledge.
Yeah. So moving on to the next question, according to you, which subjects are like the most important ones if you talk about
So
CUET?
there is nothing like which subject is most important.
Is there any very weird preference that is given to different subjects? Like you said about the language part. So
Yeah. So basically, the questions that kids have, we as a parent or even as a student need to understand that each, you need to, the only thing that you need to be very aware of is which university you're applying for, which course, and what are the subjects that are needed for that. अगर आपने उसको thoroughly समझा है, then you will be able to do that. Each subject, आपके domain subjects are very important. जो
okay,
3 डोमेन सब्जेक्ट्स हैं वो तो है ही इंपॉर्टेंट,
right.
उनके बिना तो आप कहीं नहीं जा रहे हो। सो व्हेन सॉरी, सो व्हेन यू चूजिंग योर डोमेन्स, लेट्स से 3 मिनिमम है और आप 6 चूज कर रहे हो,
जी.
सो प्रिपेयर फॉर योर 3 डोमेन्स वेरी वेरी रिगोरसली, राइट? बिकॉज आपके टॉप के सब्जेक्ट्स का ही परसेंटाइल निकाला जाएगा जिसमें आपके मार्क्स ज्यादा हैं। सो
अच्छा.
चूज सब्जेक्ट, और
Wisely.
सब्जेक्ट कोई ऐसा चूज करो जिसमें यू आर गुड एट,
Yeah. Yeah. Not
and
you.
try to choose something that you've already studied.
Yeah. And already studied, and also like, even if you studied, you're good at it. The point
You're
is
good at it. Yes, 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 exactly. Let's
correct.
say there is a accounts and math. Let's say there's economics and maths hai, right? But you're great at economics, not too good at maths, right? And but you have put your maths there. आपके जब फिर परसेंटाइल गिना जाएगा तो इवन इफ यू आर इकोनॉमिक्स में आपके बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स हैं और मैथ्स में इतने नहीं है, और आपका सेकंड जो सब्जेक्ट है वो कोई और है, तो इट विल हेल्प यू इंक्रीज योर परसेंटाइल।
Makes sense. I understand that bit. Okay.
Yeah.
So how to give language test in, like, of course, in CUET? And
Yeah, so language test is something, yeah, it is something very interesting because, like I always say that what I understood from last year data and whatever I've started is
yeah.
कि English, people were overconfident about English exam, kids. कि ये तो हो ही जाएगा, जैसे बोर्ड में होता है, हम आखिरी दिन
Yeah,
पढ़ते हैं,
yeah. आखिर के एक
है ना?
महीने इंग्लिश पढ़ेंगे and we'll be
Yes.
like,
लेकिन it backfired, doesn't work like that here. Each and every because there are a lot of idioms, prepositions, you have to be, so there is reading passages जिसमें से आपको आंसर derive करने हैं. There are a lot of vocabulary से related बहुत से questions होंगे. So kids need to be very thorough with grammar, very very thorough.
And also
So there is,
being thorough, I think also very, doing a lot of practice with that. I mean, not
so
only
yeah,
just
like I said, mock test is a key. You need to take as many mock tests you
what is an
can.
average number of mock test a child should be giving at least? एक होता है ना जैसे कि आपने
So
सपोज
जो क्रैश कोर्स कर रहा है कम से कम 10 तो करे
बस
मॉक
तो
टेस्ट,
करें
कम से कम 15 20, like there are 20 mock tests I think CL is giving. There are certain amount of mock tests each and every, people who are preparing kids for that. There are a lot of companies who are preparing kids for CUET. They have their own mock test series they can take from all of them and keep practicing, because practicing will also bring a shift of mindset. They will understand कि अरे ऐसे करना है, ये गड़बड़ है, ये ठीक है. I was not good at this part of, मेरा propositions मेरे अच्छे नहीं थे, या मेरा, because the result will come, you will be able to see where did you go wrong, analyze and redo it, attempt it to understand it completely.
and also then you will get a viewpoint ना कि आप बैठ कर लिख रहे हो actually वो पेपर उतने टाइम के लिए. It's not
और लिखना नहीं है देखो क्या
I
कि
mean,
तुम्हारा,
नहीं लिखना नहीं है. I completely get it. I mean, you're attempting it, and then
yes,
that time देखकर आप जब attempt करते हो तो एक अलग ही मुझे लगता है feeling आती है. Instead कि
बिल्कुल
ये कर लिया कर लेंगे उस तरीके से नहीं.
बिल्कुल.
So,
हाँ.
yeah. So now, moving on to, of course, you've discussed the paper pattern. I would like to know that what is the selection criteria post one has given this, CUET, once the exam is
So
done.
once,
Yeah.
so so NTA is just there to conduct this examination.
Yes. Get it.
उसके बाद आप यूनिवर्सिटीज की वेबसाइट पे जाएंगे. यू विल हैव टू पिक विच यूनिवर्सिटी यू वांट टू गो फॉर. यू नीड टू फिल इन द फॉर्म. यू विल हैव टू पुट योर प्रेफरेंस. आपको वो सारा काम करना है.
I mean, एनटीए ने आपका साथ सिर्फ पेपर लेकर छोड़ दिया है. अब आप
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
खुद के मालिक के कट ऑफ्स
आपकी,
आएंगे
and that is good also, you know why? Because then you understand where you really want to go, what are the
and also
courses you need
understand
to.
the value of it's just not you'll go and give the
Yes.
fees and get the
हाँ,
just get it.
exactly.
It's okay.
Yes.
So now once exam has been given, you have to go to
Yeah.
specific sites of specific colleges. You have to figure out
Yes.
क्या criteria है and उसके हिसाब से you'll figure it out.
Yes. Yes.
Get it.
Because each and every child need to अंडरस्टैंड एंड फिल इन कि मुझे ये यूनिवर्सिटीज में जाना है, मेरा क्राइटेरिया उसको पता तो है, बट वो
Yes.
फिर भी उसमें अप्लाई करेगा, राइट?
Right. Right. So I'll be very
प्रेफरेंसेस तो उसने पहले ही दी होंगी.
yeah, समझ गई वो तो मैं. I will
या
be very quick with the last two questions. This is for students जिनके लिए एक तो पहला जिनका 10+2 में रिजल्ट अच्छा नहीं आया या एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो क्या they also have chances that they
oh
can get
yes, you
CUET?
know that is the exciting part of CUET. I'll give
Right.
you a very simple example.
Yes.
You know how psychology honors works, right? Psychology honors का percentage DU में एडमिशन का 100% आता था.
Yeah. Yeah.
99.8 में 99.7 में सारे एडमिशंस खत्म हो जाते थे.
खत्म हो जाते हैं. राइट. राइट.
लास्ट ईयर थ्रू CUET IP में एक बच्चे का, उसके बोर्ड्स में 86% है.
ओके.
And
Okay.
she
And you
got an
got
IP.
through it. Oh
No,
my.
she got an LSR.
Oh my God. Really? Oh my God.
Oh my God, yes.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Same is with SR. Same is with SRCC.
Right. Right.
SRCC में आपका एडमिशन, you know how it is, 99.8.
Right. Right.
And there was this child who scored, I think, 99.3 or 4,
Okay.
जो कभी नहीं हो सकता था.
कभी भी नहीं. राइट. कभी भी नहीं. आई थिंक वही था ना पहले की बस अगर आपके इससे नीचे आ रहे हैं तो आप एलिजिबल ही नहीं हो जाना
पता
ही
क्या है, ऑल्सो गिव देम एन, जो बच्चे 60% बोर्ड में ला रहे हैं, हो सकता है उनका परसेंटाइल इतना हो कि वो DU में एडमिशन, तो वो बहुतों का तो एडमिशन होता ही नहीं
नहीं
था.
नहीं है.
अब वो
हम जाते भी
पॉसिबिलिटी
नहीं थे आई थिंक उस रास्ते. आई थिंक
भरते ही नहीं थे.
a lot of my friends who were below 85 और below 88 that
हाँ,
वो जाते ही नहीं थे. मैं गई मुझे
जाते
लगा
नहीं.
कि हाँ क्योंकि मेरा इतना है तो मैं गई वरना आई थिंक That was it. Either you get it or
Yeah.
not get it. Get it. I completely agree. So okay, now coming on the last
So
question.
everybody has the opportunity.
Yeah. What if the student doesn't get through CUET? What is your just advice to that student?
One thing is very good about CUT, that you can give it at any age, so you can prepare, re-prepare. Because
Right.
I always believe, as a educationist, I think there's nothing like year waste.
Hmm.
वो माइंडसेट शिफ्ट है. हमारे बच्चे जो इंजीनियरिंग की प्रिपरेशन करते हैं, नीट की करते हैं, वो कितने वो ड्रॉप करते हैं.
वो एक टैगलाइन नहीं बनी हुई आपको लगता है कि मतलब अगर नीट के
हाँ.
लिए कर रहे हो
सो
तो
अभी तक क्या था,
बेस्ट
ह्यूमैनिटीज और कॉमर्स बहुत इजी लेते थे चीजों को. उनको लगता था कि कर लो, और उनको नहीं लगता था कि ये वी कैन, वी हैव टू गेट टू अ कोर्स. नाउ इफ यू वांट टू गो टू गेट टू द टॉप ऑफ द कोर्स,
राइट.
you will have to you should prepare for it again. You
Yeah.
might get into any college, yes, you can start it, but then you can still go back and give a CET next year to get to the best of the college if you want to.
Meanwhile, you would suggest that either you can
And also there are a lot of colleges, see, बहुत सारे colleges हैं जो CET का ऐसा नहीं होगा कि बच्चे को कहीं नहीं एडमिशन होगा.
हाँ,
बहुत सारे कॉलेजेस सिर्फ इंग्लिश और जीटी के बेस पे ही एडमिशन दे रहे हैं.
अच्छा. ओह, ओके.
सो यू डोंट नीड टू वरी. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि उसको कहीं भी एडमिशन नहीं होगा. एडमिशन तो होगा ही होगा,
या.
लेकिन डीयू में शायद नहीं होगा.
हाँ.
आईपी में हो जाएगा, या हमदर्द में हो जाएगा, जामिया हमदर्द में हो जाएगा, जामिया मिलिया भी इज अ टॉप यूनिवर्सिटी. पर
I am a
आसपास कहीं ना कहीं हो
postgrad
जाएगा.
student. I did my postgrad from Jamia, and I think it's a wonderful university. It's a
ओ
wonderful.
यस, इट इज. नो सेकंड थॉट.
No, I think the student needs to understand कि ये ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर CUET में नहीं हुआ तो कुछ नहीं होगा.
नहीं नहीं, सीयूईटी में होगा, कहीं ना कहीं तो जरूर होगा. ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई. डीयू इज समथिंग विच एवरीबडी इज लुकिंग एट, राइट.
Yeah, right.
बट उसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे, लाइक आई सेड, देयर मोर देन 300 यूनिवर्सिटीज अंडर सीयूईटी राइट नाउ. एंड
Every
बाय द
each of
नेक्स्ट
them
ईयर
have
6,
different
वी आर लुकिंग
criteria.
एट 500 प्लस.
Yeah. Each of them have a different criteria, so anyway we can get through
यस.
anything at least. Okay, I
यस.
think I'm pretty content by taking this discussion forward, क्योंकि मेरे दिमाग में बस ये जरूर क्वेश्चन था, क्योंकि मैं अपने कजिन्स को भी देखती हूँ प्रिपेयर करते हुए. मैं सोचती हूँ कि अगर जिस इंथुजियाज्म और जिस होप से वो लोग करते हैं और अगर नहीं होता है तो कहीं ना कहीं बच्चे के दिल में एक बात रह जाती है कि ओ
वो
ओके.
होगा, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं होगा. आई आई स्टिल बिलीव, बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट अ वेरी, और बहुत मुश्किल, बहुत, बिकॉज देर आर लॉट ऑफ यूनिवर्सिटीज अंडर इट. पहले भी तो डीयू में नहीं होता था. डीयू में नहीं हुआ तो इट डजंट मीन कि कहीं नहीं होगा.
ही नहीं
दैट
होगा.
माइट, या, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ ऑप्शंस.
Okay, I think thank you so much.
वेलकम.
Long pending discussion, but I'm really glad that we could make through it, and also a lot of information from your side. Thank you so much for the wonderful insight. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. It was
Great.
lovely speaking with you. Thank you.
Likewise. Let's stay in touch. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Thank you.